In a SOLIDWORKS Composer interactive technical illustration output, you can link to an MP4 or web page such as YouTube. This is great because you can then send people to animations or ads you have created either locally or on the web. However, what is sometimes a shame is that once you have selected one of these buttons to go to these locations, you are no longer in your SVG, and therefore you don't have the aesthetics or navigation you created in your interactive SVGs, such as the next or previous buttons. This isn't Composer's fault. The format of SVG doesn't have native support for adding videos, and therefore it is beyond the scope of the software to be able to do this. Therefore, I sought a method for editing the code. I'm definitely not a coder, but I found a fairly simple method for achieving my desired result, so I thought I'd share it. First, I put an image down where I want the video to go. It is best to keep the aspect ratio ticked on for this, and just ensure the image is at the same aspect ratio as your video, in this case 16:9. Next, I output this as normal using the Technical Illustration Workshop. This will create the SVG and a linked folder with all the raster images that were used. I go into this folder, find the image I imported and copy its name. I can then go back and edit the SVG's code. I personally use the free program Notepad++ to be able to do this. If I search this code for the image name I just copied, it will bring up the code that then links to the image. To make this a bit clearer, I'm going to isolate this code on its own line. So to get videos embedded directly into the SVG, we have to wrap them in a foreign object element, with the video being a child element. The child element can be a video tag or it can be an iframe. We're going to use an iframe in this instance. So first change image to foreign object and then delete the link to the image. We will keep the X, Y and the size values, so we are simply replacing the image with the foreign object. Next, start the iframe with the iframe tag and input the attribute XMLNS. Next, copy and paste the height and width values so the iframe will take up the entire foreign object. Next, pointing to the video you actually want to show. I will show you the YouTube version after this, but first a video that's local and in the same folder as the SVG. Simply write src equals, so source equals, then your video name. In this case, Embed assembly instructions.mp4. Although not necessary, I will also ensure there is no border around the video by putting frame border equals 0. And then close the iframe and foreign object tags. If I now show the SVG, the video is playable and pausable. And what about if you want a link to the YouTube video? You can use the same code, but you need to change the source. However, you can't just drop the regular URL of the YouTube link in there. You must get the special embedded version. To get this, go to YouTube, Share, Embed, and copy the URL instead. Paste this in, save the document, and you should now be linking to YouTube. Say I want to now get back to the individual step slides to walk through the assembly instructions. I can do this really easily by clicking my steps here.